Hey, what's up teachers? Today I want to show you guys Zoom and how you can use this as a virtual classroom in order to help your students be successful no matter where they are. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so getting set up on Zoom is relatively simple as far as setting up your account goes. So once you get onto Zoom, it's zoom.us or zoom.us. You're going to want to go to sign up, it's free. And then you would type in your work email address. It's going to send you an email link saying, hey, are you sure this is you? You'll say yes, and then it will send you to your account page. Okay, now that I'm signed in and my account is set up, it's very simple. All that you have to do is over on the side, you can either join a meeting or host a meeting, but if you are creating the meeting for your students to go to, this is going to be the one that you're going to want to be on. You're going to want to have video on unless you just want to have chat, which is something that you could do, but I'm going to say with video on. And then if you have a desktop, laptop, computer version, and you have Zoom, the application, it's going to ask you to open Zoom. Otherwise, if you don't have the application, it should just open it in your web browser. Either way, it should work. So when I press open Zoom, it's automatically going to pull a couple things up. So it's going to pull up the Zoom chat, and it's also going to pull up and ask if you want me to join with computer audio. I'm going to press join. And then right now, my video isn't currently on. You can see down at the bottom my video is off because I'm using my video on another software to record myself here. So that's the reason that my video isn't showing on this big screen right here. Now it's important to note that you need to find your meeting ID. Without the meeting ID, no one is going to be able to join once you've started and hosted a group. So there's a couple places you can find it. On my Zoom app, I can find it in the meeting section. Here is my personal ID. This is what I'll need to send out to my parents or my students in order to get set up. It's also at the very top of your main Zoom meeting. It's kind of small up at the very top right here. It also has that same code. So there's multiple places in finding that. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys a different view. So right now, my phone is signed in, imagining that this is a student. So this camera right here is actually moving. So here's me, right? Imagine that that's a student, right? And I want to show you guys a couple settings that you can use to make sure that your students are using this the right way, because if they're not muted and all 25 of them are not muted, that's going to be a problem for you that is trying to teach or do something with the class, right? So what you can do is if you go to participants right here, if this student wasn't muted, I could mute them. I could mute all students down at the bottom, or I could unmute them if they're trying to share something and they don't know how to do that. When I press unmute, see how now there's a double? Because I just unmuted my phone and now you're hearing twice of what I'm saying. So a lot of cool things that you can do here. You could also go about removing the student, renaming them. You could send them a specific message in their chat that other students won't see as well. Okay, I wanted to show you one of my favorite things about Zoom, and that is the screen share button. So what you can do as the host, and anyone can do this, but students won't know this, you can share a specific screen. So when I press share screen, I can decide which monitor I want to share, which screen I want to share. I can also share the computer sound. So if you have a video that's playing that you want all of your students to see, you can do that. And then you would press share, and they're going to be able to see exactly what you're seeing. Now I will let you know that this is sometimes a little bit laggy depending on internet connection and all of that stuff. So keep that in mind when you're sharing your screen, but it's a great resource to use. So when you're all done with your meeting, you can go down to the bottom, you would press end meeting, and then you can press end meeting for all or leave the meeting, I guess, if you wanted your students or students still wanted more time to collaborate. Just so you know though, the free account version only offers 40-minute sessions, so if you are going to go over that, you would need to do the paid version. Okay, that's all there is to it in creating a Zoom account so that way your class can have live chats via Zoom and you can actually be the teacher digitally in their homes and do all sorts of stuff like a book share or sharing a math problem or teaching them how to go into Seesaw and add an assignment or add something to their portfolio. There's so many things that you can do with Zoom. So stay tuned for some more tutorials and we'll see you guys next time.